Hey, we're back. We are live. We have Carlos back. He's a returning guest. We're going to go into 2023, how it went for us, what we're proud of, what we're moving on from, what I learned. I wrote down a bunch of stuff that I learned this year earlier, and then we will go into 2024 goals, how the future's looking. Me and Kev will peep what we see the podcast looking like a year from now. And yeah, we'll just catch you at the end of the intro. And we are back, baby. Episode 60. We're moving up.
60, bro. I didn't even know. 60.
We are now, closer to 100 than we are 0. So let's go.
Hey, hear ye.
Aha. Yeah, so just got Carlos on again. Ended up meeting Carlos. I don't know if I said this on the podcast yet, but after our episode, me and Carlos linked up with each other. He ended up being 15 minutes down the road. Ridiculousness. We had some cigars and hung out, had a beer. Went down to Tampa and just had a good time. So it was cool to end up meeting him. He knows a good friend of mine from when I was 18, before I joined the Army.
Nice.
I was gonna say from the Army or before.
Before I joined the Army, he knows a good friend from there, and excited to get Carlos back. Welcome back, awesome. Carlos.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate that. It's how long has it been? A few weeks now? A few months?
I lose track of time so fast, bro. I'm so bad with this shit, dude. I'll think it's like the other week, and it'll be like 6 months ago.
That's dangerous, man. That's very dangerous. It's like we go into autopilot, right? And it's
and then just like autopilot. 6 months later, you're like, holy shit, what happened?
It's like a deployment, bro. You'll blink and like 3 months pass, and then it's like the last 2 weeks, and they just drag ass all day.
Every day, dude.
Kevin's just in a constant cycle of that. That's
I'm doing my thing, bro. Y'all know me. I'm blessed to be here, but forgive me if I'm squinting at y'all. I got my brightness and my contrast down to like nothing on my monitor right now.
Oh, look at this guy, dude. Are you using
and you
Iris?
Y'all see me?
Yeah. Are you using Iris?
Iris?
You are not. It's a software. We learned this from Robin Malmason. I don't know if that's how you say his last name. Robin was on the show from France.
Remember
with the church bells. Yeah, he gave this. He gave me this. I wish I could share it with you guys. The Iris, the software that changes my contrast from. There's like a bunch of different types, health, sleep. There's different types. Basically, my whole screen takes all the blue light out when I click sleep, and I can watch something while not just staring at blue light.
I might need that, dude. I might need.
Link will be in the description below, dude. It's $10 for a lifetime.
But no, I need like contacts or something, bro. But I feel like I look weird like this. I mean, I can't see myself right now. But how do I look?
You look great.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Man. I'm blind as a bat. I can't take my glasses off at all. Like I can't see my screen from here.
Don't you hate, bro, when like you'll give people your glasses and they'll be like, Dan, you're blind, dude.
Dude,
like, dude,
so
no
stupid.
Shit. I hate, bro.
Hey, look, I don't need glasses. All right, let me try your glasses. All right. Oh my God, you can't see as much as I can see. What?
Bro, Ben, since the 5th grade, I've been wearing these fucking glasses, bro. Of course I can't see.
Should have schemed the Army into getting you some free new eyes, some nice brand new eyes.
Yeah, bro.
I needed that. I slept on doing a lot of stuff, man, while I was in.
Don't you hate that, dude?
Yeah, dude. Dude, I wish I went to like Airborne and SEER. So bad.
Not that. Not that.
No, that's the type of shit I missed. Like,
Airborne and SEER?
No. There's this old dude at the Planet Fitness I work out at. Old as hell, dude. And he wears a SEER shirt. And I can't tell, like, He's not fit. He's just very old. I can't tell if he was actually there, if he's been there, if he just like this is his son's shirt, some shit like this. I can't tell.
You got it
I
at
have no idea.
Goodwill.
Yeah, I just picked up a Sears shirt at Goodwill.
Yeah, you know, he either got it at the Goodwill or he was like the guy who invented that school back in fucking Vietnam.
yeah, he's like the first one after Nam to go into Sears school.
It's a one after the one or the other, dude. I swear to God.
Oh man.
Dude.
Well, so how have you been, Carlos?
Oh my gosh, man! No, the one thing that trips me out still is seeing people with the old PT uniforms, like just running around, the gray ones.
The gray?
Oh,
yeah.
Are you sweat? Do you sweat real bad too?
Or the recruitment one? The recruitment one, because everybody like we have one recruiter shirt here, and you know that you had to get that. You could have only gotten that if you were recruited, but everybody gets it. So if you went to basic training, you dropped out, you still have that shirt.
Ooh.
So the people that still wear the shirt are basically the ones that like went to AIT and still have the Army shirt. And like, yeah, I went to the Army. I had actually a dude just like that when I went to my motorcycle training. So
nice.
I didn't bring anything up about going to the Army, nothing like that really. And then they asked me if I did it before, like the whole training. I said, yeah, I've done this training before. It's not a big deal to me. I've done it actually twice in the Army.
Oh, yeah. To get out of work. No, who said that?
To get out of work. 2 days free off. That's easy money.
Yes.
Get out of work, go and do that. And this one dude walks in with the basic training boots on. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, like those boots are 20 pounds each, bro. Those are the heaviest boots I've ever worn.
And cement, dude.
The first thought in my head was like, all right, this guy like didn't get it through basic initial training. Like that's my first thought. I was like, this dude didn't get through all of his training. Like
he went to reception.
Training, you're like, dude, fuck these boots. I'm never wearing these things again, dude.
Bro, those are I call those the ankle killers, man.
Dude, they're so bad. I can't believe that's the standard issue boot for the whole United States Army. That's
on
so
family
bad.
Day, like the first chance I got new ones, bro.
Yeah, dude. Immediately throw them bitches off. Bro. No
What's
way.
the one? There's I think it was Ranger Joe's, right outside Fort Benning, Georgia.
Oh,
dude, you're asking the wrong guy here, bro. I don't know.
No,
not a betting fella.
No, sir.
It looks like it is Ranger Joe's though.
Yeah, that thing was. Man, I went all out, my dumbass, with like just with E3 pay. I had like 3 months without having spent a dime. So I went all out. I got all the high speed stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
Did you get that giant backpack too? I got the big AC.
Yeah.
Everybody, giant
Dude,
those backpacks, bro, it's so funny. It's like you'll see people wearing that to go to the PX. Like, bro, what do you need a backpack the size of Canada for to go shopping at the fucking PX? Like, what do you got in there? I want to do like an unboxing review of one, dude.
Oh my God, no, I'm good. So, how's everybody doing, man? Like, everybody, you said you left work.
Yep. So if I don't know if we talked about I just quit the Home Depot. This will be like a little update for the whole year. Quit Home Depot again. Back out of that. Honestly just couldn't take it. They weren't working with my schedule. They kind of screwed me over a couple times. Home Depot as a company, it's a good company, but the people surrounded by didn't necessarily look out for me like I had in the Army, and that was hard to deal with. It's like it's just like a fucking free for all in that place, dude. Every man for themselves, like fight for the top, dude.
People, it's like the Army. People ain't leaving because they don't like the policy of the Army. It's because their NCOs suck.
Yeah.
I think that's corporate America, man, or anywhere right now. Is like people don't quit the job or the company; they quit the manager.
Yeah,
that's like bad leadership. Good leadership is hard to come across.
No, there's no leadership, dude. There's zero.
Yeah,
it's not bad leadership. It was zero. That's the biggest thing I realized. I even wrote it down earlier. It's like, dude, there was just zero leadership in the normal world. So it was definitely weird. I couldn't really adapt to it, so I just ended up quitting, and I just recently completed all the steps I needed to take to become a hockey ref. So I'll be becoming a hockey ref. The biggest news I received was yesterday. So you asked like biggest achievement of the year. This is just something recently that made me very proud of this year is I believe I am done with my associate's degree and can move on to USF.
Yes, sir. Let's raise a glass to that in the
Nice,
comments,
bro.
Hear ye.
Congrats.
Hear ye.
ye.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
So yeah, it feels really good. I finished the English CLEP exam. Was I did the score that I needed to pass, and now got to check in with PHSC and USF here soon, and hopefully, if I get into USF, I could catch the last piece of the hockey season. So,
for anyone wondering out there, he got a higher score than I did on that CLEP exam. I took the same thing a few years ago. So
on English,
this dude is smart, yo. Watch out,
dude. The night before, I think I just smoked. I just smoked because I needed to go to sleep. So I timed it all out. I'm like, all right, 2 hours before bed, I'm gonna smoke, and by 2 hours pass, I'll be tired as hell, pass out. You're ready for this test in the morning. Right after I smoked, I studied for like 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck. They're like APA format and shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. I'll just see what it is tomorrow, figure it out. And I figured it out. So those are the biggest things. It felt really good to check off the blocks right there.
Did you have to write essays on yours too?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like you take the test and then you get to the next screen and you find out. It's like you take the test and God knows what happens to it, and then you get your score back whenever you do, bro. It's nerve-wracking.
Oh man, I can believe it.
Yeah, it was tough, but yeah, that's 2024 is looking good so far. I don't know. Got some goals. I wrote down a decent amount of stuff. Moved rooms. We got different scenery.
Yes,
in the background here.
The official Mind Over Matter casting couch in the background. If y'all want to come on, link up with us.
This is where we interview you.
See if you got what it takes.
I'm actually moving around. I don't like to sit still.
Yeah, no, it's tough to sit still. That's why I couldn't work from home.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like having a dog and working from home wouldn't be as bad. I got a big old Great Dane, so it's like I like being with my dog, man. Like she keeps me I guess steady, I guess, in a sense. So not too bad. Yeah.
You don't have a pug?
No, dude, pugs are the worst.
Yeah, you got a Great Dane, but no pug, dude.
No pug yet, man.
How big is your Great Dane? Can you ride that thing like a horse?
No. No, 140 pounds though, so pretty close. I want to say. She's hip level. She's 4 years old, man.
Oh, okay.
So she's a little older.
I hear those Great Danes. Yeah, they don't live that long.
Don't say that, man.
I didn't say that. That was Trevor saying that.
Don't say that. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, no, me neither, bro. That's like I want to get a giant ass dog, but these small dogs, they'll fucking just keep on kicking, dude.
Dude,
I'm a pug guy. I'm partial to the pugs.
There's a Chihuahua that's like 20 years old or something that I've met. I'm like, how does that thing even move around, bro? Dude,
Chihuahuas got the longest lifespan. I swear to God,
they're terrible dogs. I'm sorry for all the Chihuahuas.
Oh no, I agree. The 29 and a half years is the oldest record for a dog.
29
and a half. Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's pretty crazy. I wish my dog. God, I know some people were telling me 10 to 12 years, but
it's hard to get a dog that long though, because shit happens to them. Like my wife had a Chihuahua, and it got hit by a car, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
ran
chill.
over, bro.
By a car?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, it should have fit right under that bitch, dude.
I don't know, bro. Must have caught the wheel, man. Shout out to Cleo, dude, up there in heaven. But yeah,
Jeez.
that's the thing. You have a dog for a while, bro, especially one that small. I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I like my dog, man.
Is that her in the background?
Yeah, that's
a big old girl, bro. Golly, that thing is tall as shit, dude.
Yeah.
You got to rearrange your whole house when you get one of those dogs?
Kind of. I don't have that much furniture. So it's not too bad. But I can see in this, like, we had a small bedroom apartment in Colorado. That was a little tough, man, having a Great Dane. But we made it work, so
yeah,
could have been worse.
That's where we're planning to go out to next March, April time frame.
What's that?
Out to Colorado next year.
What part?
Probably where the hell?
Oh yeah, here's your plans. I forgot about that.
Yeah, my sister lives in Longmont.
Okay.
So
I like that area.
I don't really even know how to describe it, bro, if you don't know.
It's like Denver area.
Yeah, it's a little bit more north, but yeah, it's a dope place, man. It's very chill, but I'm just ready to be out of Tennessee, dude. I've been here since fucking 2015. Like, it's been forever.
Tell me why I feel I guess being in the military and moving around all the time makes me want to keep doing that, even after.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's so bad.
Like, I've been here 2 years, and I'm like, man, I'm ready for a change of scenery again. So it's like,
let me just relocate to the other side of the world real quick.
I know. Let's go to Korea.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? Like, Southeast Asia doesn't sound too bad.
Let's go to Vietnam.
Like, you know, and that's one of the things is, like, I can't wait to get my VA benefit stuff all figured out again, because that would be amazing, man. Being able to, like,
I got to 100%, and that's one of my goals for 2024.
Oh yeah, yes,
is to work towards 100%. There's a couple people I'll link them. Actually, they deserve some credit. Maybe they'll hop on too. But I hopped on their Twitter space recently, and they were just doing 100% disability claims, like how to get there. It is so easy to get there, and I'm not there, and it pisses me off, dude. I'm like 110% away from just being 100% disabled. Literally one. I'm at like 93.5%. I did the math. The way VA math works, I'm literally one away. So that's my goal. Yeah,
VA math doesn't work.
Yeah, that math ain't mathing. But yeah, so that's my goal for 2024. Because if I got to 100% disability, dude, I might take me a little trip, bro.
The difference is like over $1,000 a month.
I know.
Dude. It is remarkable the difference, bro.
Yeah. No, I say if you deployed, they should just give you 100% right away, like that. That would be my thing. If you didn't deploy, cut it down to like 50. Max you could get if you didn't deploy is 50%.
All right, that's not bad. But then again, I don't know, man. There's a lot of
stuff. You save all the real money. You save all the real money for the people who deploy.
See, I feel like there's also things that happen to people in the military,
they'll like fall off
a
fucking Humvee.
Or stuff like that.
Dude, it's not Fort Hood anymore.
What
is it called now?
They changed. My dad said they changed.
I heard.
It's like some Indian guy's name. Fort. Oh shit! It's one of yours, Carlos. Fort Cavazos.
Damn, man.
Timon.
Yeah, Timon.
I heard they changed a lot of those bases names, bro. But I think it should be everyone, dude.
They needed the change.
Who cares, bro? If you graduate basic training, give you 100%. Why not?
I don't think so.
What?
No, because
counter offer me.
I can't agree with that because, like, in Rome, in the times of like Rome, it was, hey, we're gonna go to war. If you make it out, we'll give you a plot of land. Dude, and everyone's like, dude, I'm in.
Yeah.
Let me get a fucking plot of land. I'm in. and now I'm getting $2,000 for fucking destroying my life for 6 years. What the hell is that?
Gotcha.
I got a plot of land, bro.
Gotcha.
Take over this land, and we'll give you some.
Oh,
that's
bro,
a sweet deal. Dude.
I'd be in battle, bro, with my
bro.
spear. Like
I'd be the best. I'm Jon Snow out in that joint, dude.
Yo,
no way.
I'd be killing it if I get a plot of land, bro.
Yeah.
You don't think it should be everyone out of basic training though, Carlos? You got a counter offer for me?
Dude, not anymore. Basic training changed, dude.
Well, who cares, bro? It don't matter, dog.
I think it all. See, that's hard, man, because I don't have all the benefits and all the information. I don't have like all that knowledge to make it good. Yeah. Like I don't know, man. I just think it's case by case, I guess. You know, if you got hurt while trying to finish basic training, you fell off the obstacle course, maybe. If it's like a life-changing injury, for sure, you know, if something that's gonna keep you from getting a labor job, I think definitely should be compensated for things like that, you know, because I look at it in the way of like I was in a car accident and I hurt my back. Now I can't. My injuries just keep adding up. You know, they just keep adding up more and more, and the less I can work a labor intensive job, so I got to do sales or I got to go office kind of job setting just because
Working
of that.
9 to 5.
What a way to make a living.
So yeah, I don't know. I think that's my take on that.
Just think, bro, what would that be? About $3,000 on average per person? Bro, that ain't nothing, dude. How much money are we giving to every country on planet Earth?
Dude, here's another thing my dad just said.
That's true.
My dad just said Ukraine tried to pass a bill for like $50 billion through NATO, and one country in NATO said, I think Hungary said no.
Thank God.
So they didn't get the funding at all. It needs to be unanimous, and they didn't get the funding at all because one country said no, fuck you.
Dude.
I mean, we don't have to get into it. I just think that's hilarious. One country is like, you know what?
Dude, I love it, bro. How many people can we afford for disability at 100% for $50 billion?
Yeah, it would be the whole army for a while too.
Times over, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know how many veterans we got. But yeah. How about 2023, dude? What are some big lessons you took from 2023?
Oh man, I think the biggest lesson was having more self-control, being more emotional. I guess having more emotional intelligence, right? Not letting things eat at you without having. I guess it's like. It's been a really rough 2023. I'm not gonna lie. It's financially, spiritually, and mentally. Just because, just all those lessons that I've taken in this year, all the losses that have been lessons, have taught me a lot of things, and I just don't know how to put it into words that other people will understand. I guess like one of my biggest lessons has been thinking for yourself, right? Not letting influences dictate what you do and what you don't do, right? So outside influences such as like work environment, even the people you live with, man. You'll end up doing things that they do just because of influence and being around them. So that's one of the things I learned was that like I gotta think for myself, and also it's like I guess also too is like self-love, right? That self-love was something I struggled with a lot 2023. is like I deserve to help everybody, but I always put myself last.
Yeah.
So I think one of my goals for 2024 is going to be to put myself first and take care of me, of my health, of all that stuff, I think
Yeah,
I think that's
that's
gonna be it, man.
definitely one of the lessons I learned. It's tough, and I've been kind of going back and forth on it too, because I live with family, so I definitely get influenced to do different things according to my family. But even like, I brought it to my therapist, and it's like he was just saying, ask my family, like, hey, what are you guys doing tomorrow? So I live with my family. I schedule my day every night. The next day I schedule in my journal at night, and then sometimes it'll just get blown up my whole schedule because my parents need something. It's like, oh man. So now I'm just gonna start asking them, like, hey, if you need, what's going on? What do we need? Like I need to schedule my day around it. If I have to, because I got no problem helping, and that's the problem. I won't say no.
Oh, dude, I'm the worst at saying no, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm getting a lot better.
Yeah,
that's one of my big things for 2024 is learning how to say no a little more. But I've gotten a lot better at it and just doing things that I want to do. I've realized when I go to do something I don't want to do, I end up drinking or smoking. That's the biggest thing I realized in 2023. Is like if I don't want to do it, I don't want to be sober for it. So
like, yeah,
why am I going to do it?
Yeah.
If it's something you have to be inebriated for, you probably don't need to be doing it.
Yeah. That's a big lesson I learned from 2023. And then emotional intelligence, it's hard to sum up what I've learned. So 25, this is my 25, I turned 25 in April. And now I'm going on 26. 25. People ask like this has been the biggest year for me to learn about myself and Earth and just what the state of the world is, what my role is in the world. Especially I learned about faith just in general, enhanced. That was a big lesson I took out of this year. It's enhancing my faith every week. Like next year I'd really like to hit church at least half of the week, so 26 times.
That's a great goal, man.
Yeah, it just all boils down to emotional intelligence though. That's the goal, is just trying to be a little smarter. And I learned a lot through my breakup. I broke up with my girlfriend in April-ish, something like that. That was this year too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was tough. There's a lot I learned from that. We could go into that a little later, but yeah, it's been a good year. I mean, like you said, it wasn't the best year, but man, I learned a lot. So
yeah, I don't know if good is even the right word. I would say it's a productive year. Like good, fucking what does that even mean? A good year? I guess
a good year is a year of growth, a year of exponential. I guess a good year, man. What like good things outweigh the bad? Maybe it's like if you had more good days than you had bad days, should you consider that a good year? Or?
I don't know.
I made it through. That's
a good year, bro. Because people like when I hear good year, I think 365 days were just fucking great, and it's just like, bro, show me that person, I'll show you a liar, bro.
I think fuck, here goes $550 towards tires.
Lord,
bro. Dude, that's what I just spent. Yeah.
That's not cheap,
good year.
Man.
Good year, bro. But no, it's just like I don't know if a good year exists, bro. Like I don't think it's one of those. It's a good year or isn't. I think it's just how much did you grow in that year?
Yeah, very productive. Very productive. I mean, me and Kev, we stopped all our other businesses to focus on this one this year. That was a big change.
That was a big growth thing for me too, just because I learned like I can't be like I got to do something for myself sometimes too. Like I'm the guy that people like hit up when they have problems and stuff. Like I can help a lot of people, but it's just like it just takes it out of you, you know? Like what you were saying, Trev, about drinking and shit. Like, yeah, if someone hit me up, like I could fucking do whatever they needed, but I'd have to be fucking pretty drunk for it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like you can only do that for so many months on end before it's just fucking exhausting. And the same people will only hit you up when they need something from you. You notice that? It's never how you doing. It's always like, oh, do you have this? Or can you help me find X? It's
Or
like,
yeah, here's a story. Listen to my story.
here's a
Oh, by the
story.
way, how have you been?
Here's how it's or like a complaint too, bro. Like, here's how bad my shit is. Like that it's one thing, dude, that just grinds my gears, bro. And people are like just always hitting you up with something negative, bro.
When is it a good time? I have someone doing this to me. When is it a good time to finally just say, you know what, dude, I'm gonna just let you have it because I'm sick of hearing about this.
I don't know if there is a good way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
man.
and we'll get on this probably next episode. Whenever my brother comes on, he'll be coming on because he went through a moment where we moved to Florida. He didn't really know what to do. It was a year after after college would have started, but he went and played juniors hockey somewhere else, and he would just constantly complain to his buddies up in Chicago. And finally, his buddies in Chicago said, "Dude, you're living in Florida. No one cares.
Like
We're sick of hearing you complain. Like you're out here, you're living. It's got to be better than Chicago, dude. Chew glass. Like quit fucking complaining." Quit complaining because we don't care. We got stuff to complain about too. We just don't. So finally he stopped. So when is it a good time to finally be like, dude, fucking listen to me? You know?
I think it comes down to that saying no. Right? It's like, no, I don't have time for this, or no, I don't want to hear you, man. It's
I'm not trying to hear.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too that I'm learning too is the positive mindset goes a long way. Like just thinking and being around positive people elevates you in a sense too. And to the point where being around negative people makes you kind of sick in a sense, but not because it's almost like they're passing on that negativity into your life. And then you start looking at things in a negative perspective too. So it's almost like a cough, right? Like, or a cold. It's like a common cold.
It's contagious, bro.
It's contagious, bro.
It's like misery loves company.
Yeah, misery loves company. Hey, real quick though, we got Vance in here, dude.
Hey,
Vance is the guy I got my methylene blue from. If you guys need methylene blue, I'll leave a little piece down in the description. But we'll get Vance on the podcast soon enough. But yeah, misery loves company, dude. It's like people love complaining to people who also love complaining. It's like, dude, I'm sick of everybody complaining. Me and my brother, actually, I need to write this down because this is something I learned from 2023. Is when people complain. So when I was working at Home Depot, there's people, they show up, they complain, they're upset. I don't know what they're upset about. They're upset about even having to show up to work. They show up and they're upset because they have to be there. Then they're upset at work because they have to be at work. Then when they go home upset because they work again tomorrow and they just finished working today. So then they wake up again tomorrow upset. And they're constantly upset. You never get, you know what I'm saying, like,
bro?
Me and my brother, we were in the car, and he was a manager of a plumbing supply warehouse. It's like, dude, we just constantly get upset, like this, just over and over and over and over again. The general population is just upset. Then they turn on the news for half a second, upset, just constantly upset, dude. It's insane. That's what. How do you get out of that? Why are you just constantly upset? You got to realize at some point, all right, there's more to live than to just constantly be upset, go to work upset, make everyone around me upset. So now people around me are all upset, like we're saying. It's like, dude, just like be happy for a little bit. Shit.
Dude.
You're breathing.
Yeah. Yes. I had that problem with my wife like a while ago, and it was like a rough time for us, right? And it was like, 'cause she was working nursing at night shift. And she'd get off shift, drive an hour back, and I'd hear for an hour about how much work sucked that day. And then I'd go to bed, and so like whenever I would see her, it'd be something negative, and it's just like, oh my god, like I don't want to get mad at you, but like, is shit just terrible 24/7? Like, does nothing good happen,
dude? So I took you told me that, and
Yeah.
I took that because my mom would come home from work, and I think she just likes talking about work a lot. Like that's what she does. She works, and then she comes home, and then she talks about work, and then wakes up and works again. And it's not that she's upset, but it's I took it from you to just ask her, so what good happened today? So I'd let her, she could go through whatever she wants. I'm like, okay, anything good? Like, what are you happy
did
about?
anyone smile in that entire building
like,
today?
Is all of Home Depot just moping around because everything sucks?
Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, you
that's
can only
life,
take
man.
so much. Yeah.
No, but but like from my point of view, like I knew I did that a lot in the Army. Like there'd be times I'd get home and just bitch about work,
dude.
All night.
My name was Bitchin' Blazing.
Dude, that was his fucking nickname.
That
he
was my
bitching.
nick. That was
and then
my
I
nickname,
was bitching
bro.
about him. It's just like
everybody's bitching.
And then, but it's like, I'm your husband. I don't want to I have to be able to hear you and shit, right? But there's got to be a balance we could strike. I think that's one of the biggest things I learned is that there's a balance to that kind of shit, right? Like with like we bitch about shit, but we share our good times. Every time I get something good in my life, like a huge W, I'm like, bro, I got to text Trev, let him know, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's having that support system, man. Even when and that's where it's weird for me because if I don't want to overwhelm people with good stuff when they're having a negative outlook in theirs, because then I feel like I'm just rubbing it in.
Oh.
So I don't know. I keep everything pretty bottled up.
Oh, you can't be doing that.
So
Carlo,
it's like, but then that's where I've been to therapy and stuff, and it kind of helps, man. It's I don't know. It just coming from like that Hispanic culture, man. We don't believe in like feelings, man.
Oh no.
The only feelings are like rage.
From my exposure to that, yeah, like my wife's about as Mexican as they come, and it's always like the story she would tell me growing up. It's just like, bro, this seems like the most heartless fucking culture, bro. Like I don't want to talk crap about it, bro, but it's just like, yeah, there are no feelings allowed. Like you work and you shut up about it, you know?
Yeah, and that's where I've been the black sheep, man. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work hard, and it's still not getting me anywhere. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to tweak? Like, what am I like if I'm working like everybody else, I'm gonna be just like everybody else. So I need to do something different to be different in a sense. Like,
no, that's exactly where I'm at.
So it's like, okay, and that's where I feel like every week is like a new cycle, right? Because it begins on Monday. So we start the day on Monday. What did I do last Monday? What can I do differently from last Monday? That'll make my day better. What?
Yeah, I've actually when I was writing down my goals for 2024, I realized that I need to hone it down to like that, like every week, every month, not just 6-month goal, 12-month goal. Every week, write down a goal. Every month, write down a goal. So I don't know if this is going to make me insane or not, but I'm thinking about doing it, putting up 2 whiteboards in my room. It's like, yeah,
one
bro,
for the plug, one for the load.
2 big ass fucking whiteboards in my room side by side. I might look a little crazy, but I was thinking about that. Like I have to really hone in on what I do this week. What am I looking to do next week, and day by day getting better. Because that's really how you got to do it. If you write down a goal for a year, like most people give up on the goal within a month. Like that's like the statistic with New Year's resolutions. People write down their goals and then they're done within the first month. They're done their goal. They're not doing them anymore. So break them down. What do you got to do each week? What do you got to do each day? What do you got to do each month to achieve what you are setting out to achieve?
I feel like, I don't know who said it, but I heard it somewhere. It's like you got to have a lifetime project, right? It's like when you die, what are you going to leave behind? What's that one thing that everybody's going to remember you for?
Mm-hmm.
And everything that you do every day has to lead up to that lifetime project, right? So everything I do today is going to have to lead up to that day that I'm no longer here. So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, my lifetime project is to help as many veterans and as many people as I can. Show love, kindness, and compassion to people that come across my way, right? So just anything like that for me is what, like, that's gonna be my lifetime project, because I guess I want to change as many lives as possible, in a sense, for the better, right? Leave a positive.
Not for the worse.
Yeah. And that's, I guess that's like that, like meaning of that purpose, like that life purpose, man. Is like, what are you doing to be, how are you going to be remembered?
Yeah,
I guess.
I thought about, no, I was thinking about this just because New Year's resolution, a lot of people in like the red pill community, all that conspiracy theory stuff, they're just like, oh, somebody made up dates and all these dates are just made up. We're just living, you know, that mindset. It's like, oh, somebody just decided to make a calendar and now we go by the calendar.
Yeah.
Really, a calendar is how to track time. The only reason you need to track time is to see what you've done in that time, is to go back on your goals and look at your goals and see, all right, I've done this in this time. That's the only reason to track time. So if you're one of those people, I was thinking about this today, and you're like, man, time is useless. Who cares? It's whatever. Because I got into that rabbit hole like a year ago. I got out of it, but now I'm thinking, okay, now it finally makes sense, because I wasn't giving myself goals. I had 0 goals. Then it just feels like time is useless. Like, what am I living for? Time is used to track your progress and your goals. And that kind of blew up my mind today.
Like, I think like comparison is a huge issue with us people too. Like, so you ever be doing something and you're like, everyone else is happy, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, like why am I not happy? And like, it's because you're comparing yourself to other people. Like, odds are too, they're just putting on a face for you. They're not happy as you think they are. But like, because you're comparing yourself to them, it's just like it robs you of joy.
It's the Jordan Peterson rule. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
Yeah, my mission. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I guess like having that mission of like being the best version of yourself every day is
what can I do better today?
Yeah, the 1% rule.
It's like such a natural thing, though, dude. Like every time you go out in the gym, it's comparing yourself to other people. You know, like it's almost like a subconscious thing.
Not big enough.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not shredded enough. I'm not big enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. But it's like that does. Well, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I think it's like that comes from social media, don't you think?
Yeah,
I think a lot of it too, bro.
I think most of
it, because that shit gives people such like a distorted perception of what you could be. Like we all see the guys that are super big, like Sam Sulek or Chris Bumstead. It's like we think that's what we should be. Like if we worked harder, if our diet was better, if we had done literally anything else, we could have been that big or that shredded, dude. It's just like, no, bro. Like what you're seeing is like the top 10,000th of 1% of physiques that are even achievable. Like give Trevor and I the same steroids, the same food, the same workouts as Ronnie Coleman, we would not look that good. It's just it's not going to happen. But like you see these people and you think, oh, this is what this is what I'm capable of.
Yeah, and if he could do it, I could do it. Yeah.
Or the guys on Twitter throwing out all this money everywhere. You think that's how everyone is living. It's like that may be more attainable, but it's just like you don't gain anything from comparing yourself to people like that in such a negative way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
a big thing. I think that's huge within the veteran community, because when you get out, and this is what I had to struggle with when I got out, was, now I'm just 4.5 years behind everyone else.
Yeah.
That was the first thought I had. It's like, dude, now I'm just behind everyone. No, I got nothing out of this. I'm just behind. I have not much to show for it, because now none of it matters anyway. Okay, cool, you deployed, but that doesn't fucking matter in the real world. No one gives a shit, dude. So now everybody in the real world, in the real world, everyone's got degrees. So now I'm thinking, fuck, I'm way behind. But it's like, am I really that behind in what aspect?
No,
we're not behind.
We're not. I don't think we're behind. I think we're ahead of the ball, man.
Yeah.
Because you look at the leadership skills that were instilled in us, right? We lead by example. If we're not doing it, we don't expect anybody under us not to do it. Mm-hmm. So we have this like, I guess, this thing that just makes us natural leaders, because it was instilled in us from basic training. Is like, it's a way of, like, I guess, bringing all of our heads together for one mission. And when you're a leader, you can explain what that mission and that goal is, so your peers or the people that are under you can visualize it. And that's what makes a better leader as well. So I don't think we're behind the ball. Maybe we're just misunderstood, and we're not given the opportunity to do what we were meant to do, and that's just keep fighting. Like, I guess.
But that's a comparison thing, though. You don't know what would have happened if you didn't join the military. True?
Yeah. Yeah. That's and true. Then, all I do is compare, like, to my first couple classes back into college.
When you were the old guy in class, bro.
I'm the old guy in class. Dude, I'm only 25. Everybody else in my class, 17, 16, 18. Damn. It's insane, dude. Because I'm just finishing my associates. I was doing the beginner entry-level classes. And it was like, you could tell they weren't as engaged as I was just from the get-go. They're all a lot more closed off. And you could tell I had more insight on what to say. Now, I'll say my in-person classes were psychology and federal government. So both of which I give a shit about. So maybe, I mean, that could be part of it, and the other kids didn't give a shit about. But in federal government, you could see that I was years ahead of anyone answering all the questions. He would call on one of the 18-year-olds, and they're like, I don't know. They would literally just say, I don't know. They don't even have a little bit of an opinion to be able to share it. They have no opinion. So you are miles ahead of everyone else. It's definitely hard to see. I'll say that. It's hard to see unless you're paying attention.
Yeah, but I think too, like, the issue with comparing people or yourself to other people is a lot of times you don't have that self-love. And it's just like, okay, there's always going to be someone more successful than you, or someone bigger than Trevor, someone more shredded than me, someone in a better situation than you, Carlos. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, you're still, at the end of the day, you're you, right? So that's one thing I learned this last year, is just like, you cannot run from yourself. Like, you have to just embrace who you are. Like,
J. Cole, crooked smile, dude.
Yeah, like, it's not going to do me any good to just be pissed off that I'm not naturally shredded like Trevor. Just like it's not going to do him. It's not going to make him any bigger.
I work hard for this.
Yo,
you.
Y'all still see me? There we go.
Before we start, I was just telling Kevin I've eaten 50 cookies in the past 5 days because my mom and dad just keep making them, and I've yet to gain a pound. But
but give me those 50 cookies and I would look like a fucking balloon, bro. But like, that ain't gonna make me any more shredded, dude. Like, it's once you actually accept who you are. Like, I'm not someone who can eat whatever they want, not gain weight, bro. That's just not the cards I was dealt. That's when you can finally make progress, bro. It's like, the hands that we're all given are not something that's an evenly spread thing, dude.
Life's not fair, man. Life's definitely not fair, because if it was fair, we all have the same opportunities, but we don't. Yet there's people that excel without half of the cards that other people have, right? So I guess it's not even about the opportunities that people have. It's all about mindset, because you can have the person with the silver spoon, and then you can have the kid with the plastic spoon that figures how to work it and surpasses the kid with the silver spoon.
Exactly. Trevor and I do not come from money, right? But we can make sure our kids come from money. That is what I think the best thing about this nation is, bro. Like,
dude, that's American spirit to a T.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? But like, it would be too easy for me to sit here, as a lot of people do, and just say, bro, I hate these rich people, bro.
Oh my God, dude. I just wrote a thread about this, dude. It's like there's something a little admirable about just like obese fat people in general, because they don't care. They don't care. And when was like I sit down and I try to just sit here and watch whatever the fuck and eat cookies, and I care. And I'm like, what? I could be doing something better. I could be doing something better. I could be eating better. And I'm constantly worried in my mind about how much better I can be, because I know how much better I can be. But these people, like, they just they don't care. How like there's a little bit like that's kind of impressive to me that you have that level of I don't care, because I wish I had some of that.
It's like impressive in a sad way, dude.
It's impressive in a sad
way. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But it's like the curse of intelligence, you know? Like if we are smart, we realize how, let's just say, messed up our government is. That would be something I would almost rather not know, because life would be so. Imagine, bro, you could just be fat as shit. Yeah, bro, imagine being fat as shit and you just don't care. Like,
oh, geez,
it's an easier life.
I'm the heaviest I've ever been right now. I hit 240, and I actually just started fasting. I started doing my water fast again. Taking care.
At some point you're like, all right, that's enough.
Exactly, and that's and man, that I think everybody has that switch, right? When they're like they've just had enough of the bullshit. Then where that switch just pops up, is like, okay, well, now I got to do things differently.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, every drug I ever quit, because I'm like, this is just so much nonsense. It's not even worth it no more. Don't even matter, bro. Tired of being tired, bro.
Tired of being tired, yeah.
But like, you stepped on the scale and you seen 240, like, fuck, dude, I got to make a change,
bro. I was like, I can't live my life like that. My back, my knees, my soul hurts, bro.
Dude, there's people that do double that and still don't think I gotta change.
They don't step on the fact that you stepped on a scale, bro.
Right, shows you care.
Yo,
shows you care.
Hats off to you,
imagine the person that just doesn't care. That's what I'm saying. They just infinitely don't care. That's impressive.
That's self-love, man. It's like I love myself enough to put limits to myself, right? The limit of, oh, I'm not gonna drink, or I'm not gonna eat, or I'm not gonna. That takes self-discipline, and I feel like the United States lacks that, right? Because,
God, dude, yeah.
Especially because of the way the education system is set up, and the parents, right? Like parenting nowadays, they think that it's supposed to be done at school instead of at home, but everybody's too busy trying to keep up with the cost of living that these kids are not taught at home, right? And so it's just this big old thing of bad stuff that we got going on in the US. It's rapidly declining.
It's a cycle.
It's getting worse and worse, man. It's like up to us to put an end to it. It's like when is enough, right?
I think that's all you can do, bro. Like we don't have kids, neither of us do. And I think a lot of the problem you're talking about is kids seeing their parents, like, and they're not setting the example for them, bro. Like, if I wasn't like a strong fucking fit guy for my kids, dude, I would feel like such a fucking failure, bro.
Dude, yeah.
But there are people that are though, and they don't care. I don't get it. I think that's a lot of the problem.
To relate to this a little bit, I was
off.
talking to my therapist a little bit. I think Wednesday is when I had my appointment with him. And something that I was reminded of was another Jordan Peterson. He talks about this idea of you taking care of yourself for your future self. So you are actually doing things now that affect a community of yous. So you from 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you for every year you have lived. So what you're doing now is for the collection of yous. And I was asking him because I was like, I don't think a relationship would do me good right now. Like, I'd rather not. And he's like, that's fine. Like, you are doing what you want to do now so that the future you is ready for the relationship. So it's a collection of yous that you want to piece together.
I see what you're saying. That's a good point, though. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, dude. Because I I don't know. I was just kind of tweaking a little bit about it. Like, I felt bad. Kind of. I don't know. I feel bad a lot of the times, but I felt bad for like saying no to all these chicks because like I don't want to have a relationship. And it's like I don't want to be near a girl. Well, I would like to be like near a girl, not in a relationship, but that's not how it works.
That's kind of fucked up. Yeah.
And and that's a lesson I learned from 2023 is that when I broke up with my girlfriend, I stayed friends with her, and that's a bad idea. Anyone listening, if you want to stay friends, that doesn't work. Like it's useless. If you're breaking up, cut ties. That's it. See you never. But I stayed friends, and I don't know. It's because I wanted that. Like I still wanted someone with me, but with zero consequences, zero commitment, zero anything.
Yeah.
So it's like I had to ask him. I'm like, dude, am I fucked up for this? Like, I'm pushing people away. Like, I don't. Is it a fear of commitment thing or anything? And he's like, dude, you don't fear. You don't fear going into it. You just don't want to do it right now. So you could hold off and wait till you yourself are ready to do it. Do the stuff that you want to do right now to make yourself ready for what you want to become.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's a hard right. Like the hard right over the easy wrong. What would be way more fucked up is if you were to just get with these chicks and have no intention of doing anything at all with them long term. That I think would be infinitely more messed up.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. I didn't think about that.
You know what I'm saying though? Like when you call me and you're like on that day with that chick and you just cut it off. Like, dude, I'm just not feeling this. Like, imagine if y'all had hooked up and she's thinking something.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't fucking the middle finger one. But like if y'all had hooked up and she was like, "Oh, he could be my boyfriend or something, dude," but you had no intention of doing anything at all with her past using her as a wet hole, that would be infinitely worse. At least in my opinion. At least in my opinion.
Good call. Shit.
No,
I like that.
That's one thing I fucking learned is like a lot of the times you got to kind of take a step back and look at yourself from like not a third person, but like an almost third, like a fourth person in a way. Like it's really tough for us to do that because like we're men and we want to get some ass, in this situation, right? But it's just like that's not the right thing to do. Like we know right from wrong, bro. We're not, crazy.
Dude, that's crazy you guys bring that up though, because that's that temptation, right? Like always being tempted to do the wrong thing. And like what does it lead to? A life of nothingness, right? Of emptiness. Because I was there when I first got back from my first deployment, I had saved up almost 20 G's. Dude. And I was just blowing through it. Yeah.
Yes,
I was and all those nights and all those white night stands came to nothing, right? They made me feel worse than what I was beforehand. Like they made me feel emptier.
Yeah.
Than what it was.
Like, what? Yeah. What am I doing this for?
Yeah. It was like there was something. There was like a hole in my heart that I was trying to fill or avoid, right? Yes. With the wrong things, man. And those wrong things led to nothing fruitful. right? So now it's like that perspective, and like you said, it's seeing it from a higher perspective than an everyday perspective. It's like what am I missing, or something's missing that makes me feel that way. Is how I look at it.
Well, there's so much temptation around, bro. I can't go to the grocery store without passing.
There's hoes everywhere, bro.
5 liquor stores, a bunch of hoes. And then when I get there, it's all these foods that are going to make me fat as shit. Yeah. And then when I check my phone and there's fucking porn on every other website. It's just, there's so much temptation. Like, I would say I definitely changed my mind about this in 2023. Is I used to be like this libertarian guy. Like we just shouldn't be told what to do, right? And now I'm like, maybe there's a reason people were told not to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, maybe shit was better when we couldn't look up more porn than a king 100 years ago would have seen in 50 lifetimes by the age of 12. Like, maybe it was better off when it wasn't so easy to get fat. Like, I don't know what the good answer is, but like, I would think we'd be better off if we had less temptation, because that just seems like what all this live and let live shit type, mindset like leads to.
But I guess with less temptation, then does that even give us free will at that point then? Like, if everything's taken out of our reach, then what good is our free will?
Kevin's a socialist.
What?
Right, free will to self-destruct.
You're a socialist, dude. You're a communist.
No, I'm not.
Kevin's
I've been watching too much
dude.
Hassan Piker, bro. That's the problem. No, but like, Kevin's I think, put it this way. I think there's always going to be temptation. Like, dudes are always going to be horny, bro. Mm-hmm. It's just, there needs to be some kind of process to get those things worth getting. It's like at the gym. You should have to put in some hours to get the way you want to look. Or like in the 50s. Imagine how horny dudes were back then when all they could see was ankles. There wasn't no porn, but they're still horny, bro. You're only seeing ankles. I would be so driven to find a wife, bro, back then. Could you imagine, dude?
Yeah. No, I can picture it.
It's the temptations are always going to be there. It's just there is
basic training.
Yeah, exactly. How horny were you coming out of basic training, bro?
Basic training, dude. I busted nut in 3 strokes.
Bricked the fuck up, dude.
Always.
But like, that was just because.
Sorry, I remember hitting on the lunch ladies at the DFAC, bro.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to get some beef.
Horny, bro.
But like, the temptations are always going to be there. It's just we have such an accessibility to all these workarounds, dude. It's like with happiness.
You gotta train it. That's
with happiness, let's say, yeah. Like, I could go after things that should make me happy, but those are going to take way longer. I'll just do some meth, let's say.
I'll be happy right now.
We have all these shortcuts. I could go out and find me a wife. Yeah, I'll just jack off. Or I could deal with my problems. Fuck it, I'll just drink. Like that, I think, now that I'm talking about it, is the root of the issues. We have an infinite amount of shortcuts to things that shouldn't have.
But if that's true, though, why is Amsterdam so nice?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
They legalized everything out there, bro.
Yeah, but like then too, I'll raise you Portland, Oregon. Everything's legal out there.
San Fran, bro.
And people are walking around like zombies shitting in the road.
Oh shit. So
I don't know. I wish I had the answer. Like, it's easy for me to say,
that's tempting. And then I would go to the root of the temptation. Why are you tempted like that? And you're saying pretty much I want it now instead of later. And that's stemming from social media and the internet. That's stemming from the internet as a whole. Just we now have the internet and I want it right now. Dude, imagine being in jail for, let's just say, fucking 5 to 10 days. We'll go a week in jail for a week, to the point where I'll ask you, like, Kevin, how many World Series have the Yankees won?
28, I think. 27.
And you don't know, and you want to look it up.
I'm sorry.
No. And then you look it up, and you're how many World Series I have the Yankee 27. Imagine you can't look that up and you'll just not know for that week. For the whole week you're in jail, you won't know. You can't look it up. You have no internet. So for that now there's no desire to go after those stupid questions because it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care how many World Series the Yankees won. I don't know. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So the internet just, I don't know. The internet is something we don't know how to deal with. I was listening to Joe Rogan and he's funny just because he's what Kevin was just explaining, a libertarian. And your boy Joe Rogan was saying the same thing. It's like we just want it all now. Everything's now.
That's why Amazon's so big.
Yeah.
I'll make an exception for Amazon. That 2-day delivery is so nice.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You want it now. I wanted a rug now. So I hopped on the internet, went on Amazon, ordered a rug. I wanted all my Christmas gifts now. Hopped on the internet, ordered my Christmas gifts. Instead, I could have went out and went to stores to get that and met people, ran into people. My future, I probably missed out on meeting my future ex-wife because instead I ordered Amazon.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go. No, I think it's one of those things where the answer is not government regulation. You know, like we can't regulate ourselves to fix this issue. It's all personal. Like you have to know what the temptations are, and I think just say no to them. I don't really know what else you could do to it. Like you, Trevor, say a no to a chick. Like you,
dude, that shit, fellas. If you've never done that before, it ain't gonna be easy. Let me tell you.
Oh Lord, bro.
Dude, that shit is hard.
You know what's the craziest part though? The more you say no, the more they chase after you too. Though after that,
yeah. And now it's been a mess ever since. That's
a
what
hot
I'm saying.
Mess, bro.
If you've never done it, bro, you're in for a treat.
No,
it's tough.
It's like a temptation thing, bro. And on the no thing too, one thing I also learned last year was you don't have to give a reason to say no to something. Like you don't always have to be like, no, I don't want to do this, or I have something else to like make up some horse shit like, oh, I got to do this, or it's okay to just say no. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to give a reason.
Yeah, like, here's a good example. My cousin yesterday, he worked 60-hour weeks driving a truck. And yesterday his mom wanted to hang out, but he hasn't had a weekend to himself in like the whole year. So he just said no. And his mom's like, come on, you got this to do, this to do, this to do. Why don't you want to come on? No, I don't want to. That's it. I'm saying no because I don't want to. It's that easy. If you don't want to, but that's the temptation stuff. So you got to be comfortable with all your temptations to say no. Like for me, I had this past week was tough. And this is what I talked to my therapist about. It was tough because one, I was sick, so I did a little less. And two, I'm in just a slower point in life. I have a lot of things that I'm gearing up to take on, and I've accomplished every step to take on those things. One thing is school, another thing is some podcasts. We're gearing up to take those steps, and I have a downtime now, so it was hard to just sit back and relax and think to myself, am I being tempted by these things? Could I be doing more? And it's like, no, dude, I'm tempted by these things. I want to smoke more or play more video games, but I've also accomplished what I wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, that's that self-love thing, bro. Because like I did that like a month ago. I just sat on the couch and watched TV. Like I would never have thought to do that 6 months ago, but it's just like I realized like, okay, this may feel uncomfortable, right? But I knew that the product of not doing that was I just get burned out when I jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not doing nothing in that ways. I'm recharging my batteries, so to speak. Like this is what it's uncomfortable because I hadn't been doing it, but this is what I needed. Yep. Like that old Jordan Peterson quote, bro, like treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping.
Dude, that's powerful, man. I've never really, it's hard to do that. That's where that self-love comes into place. Because I struggle with that every day. And I think a lot of men do. A lot of men and a lot of veterans do because they took our, I guess they brainwashed us, right? In order for us to do a job without asking why. So when you're in the Army, you just don't ask any questions. You just do.
Some of us.
And well,
I'm just
no, it's true though.
Yeah, I do too.
The ones that ask all too many questions don't end up
doing push-ups
20 years.
Well,
you know, or they end up leaving the military early because
Leavenworth.
And that was for me, man. Like I still struggle with that. I guess it's like having that self-drive to take care of myself, because nobody ever really taught me what I needed to do to nature and care for me. Always you get taught everything else but that.
But that's specific to you, though, you know.
So that's that's where I was just gonna go. It's specific to you, and that's one thing I think veterans, if you want to call it behind on, veterans need more self-love when they get out of the military than the average person. Like the veteran needs to be told that at least by themselves that they still matter and they still care. So that part is gonna be hard to it's gonna be hard to integrate back into society when, dude, if I had to take a full-time job at Home Depot, if that's what I had to do,
Lord,
I would have lost my fucking mind. I would have lost my mind. But
I'm losing my mind at work.
That's what I'm saying, because we require more self-love. I think that's I don't know. I'm just piecing this idea together.
I think so.
I think it's more veterans need more self-love, and they're not getting it from anyone else, and they don't have their own self-love, and that's why we're taking lives.
How many times in the military did someone said they were proud of you about anything? I can count on no hands.
Yeah, I could count on 0 hands.
None.
Actually.
I was in for 8 years. Never heard that a single fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to say you're proud of someone?
Yeah. And hearing that from like your leaders too, that would be huge.
That would have meant I could tell situations where they were okay.
Yeah. But with the MTP came to me after Iraq, and I just fixed the helicopter that was down because I don't know why, and there's 20 people inside of it. But after, or the next day, and he was like, yo, by the way, last night, great fucking job.
Dude,
I would have been like,
whoa, so much, bro.
Like that would have been the best thing in the world coming from because you leave home and you can't get that anywhere unless your dad says it on the phone. Dads don't say it that much anyway. So,
but that's what I'm saying though. That is something we can affect that change at an individual level, bro. Yeah. We can start telling people we're proud of them. Tell people good job. Like that's the self-love that we're missing, dude. In the military, you feel like a piece of shit most times than not. Like you feel like you're not good enough, and then dudes get out and they feel way not good enough, and that's where they take their lives. It's like you are good enough. People just need to be more vocal about telling people shit like that. I don't know what it is about us dudes, bro. It's just like it's an uncomfortable thing, I guess, to tell people like you're proud of them, or I don't even know. It's one of those problems that you don't know the cause of. You just know it exists.
Yeah.
That's true.
And like celebrating each other's victories, bro. Like,
yeah. No, that's huge to have someone to celebrate your victories with, having someone to text right away when you have something good happen. Like I text Kev about my English stuff, and he's like, dude, good job. You beat my score.
Beat my ass, bro.
Like that. No, like no bullshit. That was good. Like even for him to know his score and then volunteer the information to tell me that I beat him is him stepping down from his ego and saying like, dude, fucking 2 thumbs up. And it feels good because if you don't get that, you might have to find that through your buddies, and you might not have family to go to, and it's like I think that's why we don't hear it, because we don't have that many relationships like that There's not many relationships where it's open like that, and you just say, "Hey, I'm proud of you."
Yeah, and we downplay ourselves too. Like, it's like a comparison thing. It's just like, okay, Trevor, you got a 61 on your CLEP test, bro, but like, you could have looked at that and thought, why didn't I get a 62 or higher or something?
Yeah.
It's like we rob ourselves of so much joy by just not taking. Like every time in the Army, when I was running real fast, bro, I'd hate myself for not being able to get an 11-minute 2-mile. Like I would get so pissed off, dude. And it's just like 2 years before this, I was happy just to pass. But like I'm robbing myself of so much joy because I'm comparing myself to fucking no one.
Yeah, like
no one, bro.
Numbers, bro.
A number on a fucking piece of paper, dude, was robbing me of so much happiness for no reason. I could never be happy that I got a 12, 15 or something. It was always, oh, how come I didn't get an 11?
So do you think money, with that being said, it almost feels like money is the thing that's robbing us of our joy?
Shit, I think so.
Yeah, I actually, that's one thing. Yeah, that's one of the things I learned in 2023, and I wrote it down, is I can be happy without money. I got to the point in 2023 where I was honest, I was extremely happy and I had zero money. I was maxed out on all credit cards, zero money, not making any money, but I was very happy. And then little things I wouldn't be able to do, even like food. I wanted to eat a certain way. I didn't want to go get garbage. I didn't want to eat $2 whatever the fuck's pizza rolls. So in order, I found the amount of money I need to live comfortably and what I see as the happiest for me. So what would make me the happiest? What do I need to live in order to continue living the way I want to? And money, I'm able to do that, but I still need money. If I don't have all my money, if I don't have enough money, I have to start robbing myself of joy. But then I can have all the money I need, and it's still, I'm not still not where I want to be mentally. Then once finances are taken away, I still have myself, like Kevin's saying. I think finances are first, but myself robs myself of a lot of joy in this world. I get in my own way a lot more than money does.
Oh, 100%. I think we're our own worst enemies in fucking everything, dude.
Yeah, dude. I think that is, you're your own obstacle. Yeah, that's for sure, man. That's for sure my thing too, because I'm the only one keeping myself from being happy. I'm the only one keeping myself from experiencing new things that might bring me joy. I'm the only one keeping myself from loving myself.
Yeah, exactly. I just keep thinking like it'll all happen the way it's meant to, bro. Like, how many stories y'all heard about people winning the lottery or something? They blow all their money in 2 years, and then they're in the same exact fucking place, dude.
Dude, a lot of them.
Like, give me all the money in the world 2 years ago, and I would have just overdosed on drugs.
Jeez, man.
Straight up, dude.
Yeah, I would have drank myself to death for sure.
You would have drank I would have overdosed on some. Carlos, you probably would have. What would you have done in your dumb days with all that money?
Okay, I'd say, 5 years ago, I would have just hung around, so here's the thing is, like, I had $10,000 credit card from Navy Federal.
Yes, sir.
I was an alcoholic, so all the rounds were on me. All the shots were on me. So I always had people around me, right? And then when the money left, the people that stuck around, I was like, okay, those are real friends. But I guess if I would ever won the lottery back then, I would have had just a lot of fake love. I would have bought fake love. Yeah.
We would have been 3 Hunter Bidens. I guarantee you, bro.
300 riding?
Tell me not. Tell me I'm wrong, bro.
Dude,
I would have been.
I'll
been
never
way
be
worse than
100
him.
riding.
I would have spent millions on horse shit, bro. Easily.
Kevin's laptop would be way worse.
Oh, my laptop would be radioactive from all the bad shit on there, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It would be so bad.
Turn this country upside down 3 times.
Oh, dude, no. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't even want to think about that, bro. But
yeah, I'm just happy for the growth mindset that 2023 has brought me. It's definitely a change, man. Because if you would have told me a year ago that all this bad things would have happened to me and that it wouldn't have changed the person that I've become or the person I want to become, I'd be like, you're crazy. There's no way. But here we are, man.
Yeah.
it's made me a lot more resilient, like focusing on what matters too, bro. Like, because life has changed a lot even over the last year, bro. Like,
yeah, no, realizing what life really is takes a long time. Like, understanding what life is and what it's going to continue to be. Like, no one, dude, even like the high school shit. I was scrolling through my Facebook today and seeing people from high school. And it was like, damn, dude, like you used to be the shit in high school. Now, like, this is what you're doing? Or the hot chicks where it's like, oh no, what happened to you? Like, ooh, in high school, you were my dream. Like, you were the girl, you know? And now you're fucking, this is what you look like with 2 kids? Like, oh,
oof.
Yeah. No,
oof.
it's big oof. But it takes a while to realize what life really is, dude. And you don't, I think that's the leg up we have on the normal world. The people that just go to college and then fucking graduate and go work and that's it. It's like they don't.
Man, this is the longest. This is the longest I've held a job that's in the office. Like, it's just been, I can't, before it's like, I'm not happy in an office setting. And it's been that growth mindset of like, okay, I just got to hang in there. Just one more day. Just one more day. Like, I just got to get through today. If I can get through today, tomorrow will be better.
Well, shit, Carlo, I'm proud of you for hanging in there, bro.
Yeah, dude, you made it. Shit, so far.
Dude, that's like, I feel like that's like a good and a bad way to look at things too, though.
Yes, I'm the edge every single day of that. I wouldn't like that.
No,
we live tough, for fucking the army, dude.
Yeah. That's how. That's literally every deployment. They count down the days, T minus whatever the fuck.
Pulling up in the parking lot, like, god damn. What I used to think, bro. I wonder what nonsense is gonna happen today. I wonder what I'm gonna be blamed for that I didn't have shit to do with, or
yeah, mine was I pull up. I'm like, all right, I'm done with the bullshit at 5. Like I know this is gonna be bullshit. There's something today is gonna happen that's gonna make me think, huh, this is bullshit. At least once. So once I'm done and go home, I could go home and fucking drink and play video games and relax. But I had the same mindset, but that was when I was in the army, dude. To have it when I was out, oh man. Maybe I would. I don't know if I would like that. I don't think because I got Home Depot. No, it's not fun, but it's also like you get it done.
Like at what cost, though? You know?
Yeah.
It's unproductive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it was 2023. It was a year for the books for sure, dude. I grew a lot. This is the first, not complete year, but this is the most I've been single. In a good mindset.
Yeah.
Which feels really good, dude. Like to have my head on straight and be single. That's a great fucking spot. Let me tell you, that's a great
uncharted territory, bro.
Yeah, no, because typically, awesome. Like a lot of people that are single nowadays are like just getting done with a breakup or looking for a new companion and haven't dealt with themselves. I would say I've dealt with myself enough to find someone who can understand me through me being able to tell them, because that's the problem. You get in a relationship, dude, you don't know who the fuck you are. How are you going to communicate to this lady what you need? Like, they don't read your mind, and if you can't lay it out for them, and it's like, look, like I flinch to loud noises. That's the easiest one to explain for me, at least. It's like, hey, I'm gonna flinch, just so you know. Don't fucking be loud around me, please. That's it. If I couldn't explain that though, and they're just loud as shit, and I'm flinching, and then I just get upset, like I finally have understood the most of myself that I ever have, and understand what I want to be in the future. So when I am a dad, I can envision what I want my future to be like, and then build that future. But instead, most people nowadays are just fucking doing it. Just find a woman, go, good to go. But it feels not to compare myself to other people. It's just this is new uncharted territory for me, and it's hard to consult other people because it's not a lot of what other people are doing.
Yeah, bro.
I
don't have a good thing to say to that, bro. Shit.
All
right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, right.
No, I guess for me, I've come to that realization. Sometimes I can be codependent on people, and that's where that influence of other people and what they're doing affects your life too.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess I grew up in a sense where there's a lot of codependency in a relationship, and as an adult now, it's trying to break off some of those habits has been not difficult, but definitely eye-opening. So I don't know how you're doing it, Trevor, and I definitely admire that, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, it ain't easy.
No.
It ain't easy, but I'm doing it. It's
Dude, yeah.
It's because I realized the same thing. Like through my first marriage, that's one of the biggest things I realized was I just enjoyed having another person near me. I like hanging out with someone. I grew up in a room with two brothers until I was 17. Then it was one brother. First time I lived alone was when I went into the army. It's like and that was in the barracks. And then when I got out, I was married. That's why I got married so fast. I lived with someone immediately after AIT. Got married in AIT, so I didn't have to live alone. So that was one of the things that I knew I had to conquer in order to be the best person I can be. So it was, and even now it's like, all right, I still have to cut people out because I know I will sacrifice everything for whoever I'm with. Could be anyone. Whoever I'm with, whoever I'm pursuing, I'm giving it my 100% best shot, which means I'm not giving myself the 100% best shot. So I'm sacrificing a little bit of me so that I can build this relationship with someone. And sometimes that is worth it. But for me right now, I would rather, I don't know, at least finish like a year of school, 2 years of school more. I don't know. Just because this everything that I'm doing has a higher payoff than a relationship right now. So it's like it does suck, but I have to deal with whatever sucks because I know that this version is better.
Where is that fine line between loneliness and freedom?
So mine, I found out it's every 2 weeks I have to go do something. Every other week I have to do something, whether it's go out on my own. It's typically run into family, do something with family. But every 2 weeks, if I'm alone, because I'm living at my parents'. I don't have friends around here really at all. I just don't. So if I'm staying here for the weekend or whatever it is, it goes on a 2-week spread where I don't really talk to anybody. I don't really get out of my comfort zone. I'm just grinding, and then I need to, by the second weekend, go out and experience. And then I feel bad about it. Like I did it a little extra this month because it's December and holidays. So I went out a couple extra times. Probably the last 4 weeks I went out somewhere, and I feel bad for going out. I feel bad, not monetarily. I would rather stay at home, and I feel like I should be building at home instead of going out. So maybe it's every 3 weeks so that I can enjoy going out more. You know what I'm saying? Like the more you don't do something, the more you cherish it. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely a fine line. It's gonna be different for everybody, but it's like if I was living with a friend, I probably wouldn't need it. I'd be living with a homie.
It's trial and error. Just figuring out who you are, like what
Yeah.
works for you. Like I'm the opposite. I'll be by myself all day and be just fine,
Yeah.
But it's like I need to figure out where my line between me being comfortable being alone versus isolating myself,
Mhm.
It's just there is no book you can read and figure that shit out. You just have to trial and
Yeah.
error it. I don't really know another way to do it.
Yeah, that was a 2023 lesson of mine for sure. Just trying to figure all that out because I don't know, like Kevin said, everything's a balance. So everything's a balance. That's one of the hardest balances because you could feel like shit for going out too much, and especially me, if I start going out, dude, I'm on a binger. Like I'm not going out.
Oh,
like I'm not going out once, dude. You crazy, dude? I'm going out
7 in the morning.
Staying out till the sun come up, son.
Yeah. I'm in bed by like 9 now, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I don't go out, dude, I'm in bed at 10, reading, journaling, being a good little boy.
I'm not trying to be out that late, bro. Because I know if I'm gonna go out late, I'm just gonna do drugs, and I can tell what's gonna happen, bro. I've seen this story so many times, dude.
I'm gonna be so bad.
It's like with anything now. I guess I'm at that age where I could just tell. Okay, if I get weed, I'm gonna eat way too much. If I go out, I'm gonna do a bunch of dumb shit. If I don't go to the gym, I'm just gonna feel like shit. Like I know what's gonna happen with myself.
So what do I do?
No, yeah, it's like I can tell what's gonna happen, and I know that it's gonna feel good for the first half hour, but after that, I'm just gonna feel like shit, and I'm gonna wish I hadn't done that. And I think I've had enough times where I'm like, shit, I really wish I didn't do that. To where I'm like, okay, the temptation is not really there anymore because I can tell what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the fine line right there. It's like I know I'm going out. I know I need to meet someone. Let me go meet with family. I know if I meet with family, we're going out. I know if I go out, I mean, it's not going to be bad. We never get in trouble, too much trouble. We never get in too much trouble.
But you wait in jail.
Like, what else? I'd rather go do that. What'd you say?
You wait in jail, so you couldn't have gotten that much.
Yeah, so I'm doing good. But yeah, it's like I'd rather do that though than sit inside and be depressed this whole next week because I didn't see anyone.
Yeah, it's a tough line, bro. It's like that chick you were on a date with. You could tell what was gonna happen. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just not. Yeah.
I know what's coming out of this.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long ass text message for no reason. I don't want to deal with it.
I have to block another chick. There we
go. I don't want to do this shit again, dude. It's getting old.
Yeah, but shit. Well, it's about dinner time. Let me send our final question real quick.
All right, baby, send it.
What is something that you want to learn next year, Carlos?
I guess. Oh my god, that's a good question.
Well, I'm lethal with these final questions, bro. I'm lethal with these. You took my good one already, so this is the backup question. I'll give you some time real quick. The first one I was going to ask was something that we could be proud of you for, and you already said your job, so you already took that one off the table. So, what are you trying to learn next year, or what's something you want to improve?
I guess next year, man, it's gonna be my year. It's gonna be my building year. I want to learn more about finance, a little bit more about business development, and just how I can be of better service to the world. I guess I want to learn where can I fit in, right? What can I do? Where am I in the piece of this puzzle, right? That's where I want to learn next year. I want to learn something. I don't know, man. It's all over the place. I got like 20 different things going in my mind, and it just comes down to I just want to learn how to improve my life and teach others how to do it too. Right? Because what good is it something that I can learn without being able to teach it? I guess that's going to be my goal for 2024 is learn how to teach. Because I know how to do a lot of things, but I just don't know how to explain it to people how to do it themselves.
That's a hard thing. It's frustrating too to know something and to not be able to.
Yeah, I guess
that's
that's gonna be my biggest goal. It's just learning how to teach other people, especially because I grew up super grateful. I grew up in a sense where I worked with my hands. So I learned how to do drywall. I learned how to do plumbing, electrical. I learned how to do flooring. I learned how to work on cars. Like I learned so many things, but some days when I try to explain it to other people, that's where I get stuck. It's like either my patience, I get frustrated, or because I can't explain it to the sense where other people can grasp it. So that for me is going to be my goal is for 2024.
It's hard to do that. That's one of my goals in life, actually, and that's why I started the podcast too, was to kind of disseminate some of the information that is too hard to understand. I actually pray to God and thank him for the ability to comprehend complex things. And there are actually some people out there that don't think things through. I was thinking this today too, is if you don't ever give yourself time to think, when will you ever have a chance to formulate your own opinion? You're just getting inputs from everywhere. You never sit down and just think on your own. You never have your own opinion ever. So it's some people don't do those extra steps, and they need someone to just to be able to teach it like this,
like to guide them through it,
teach you. Just look, I went through this. This is what helped me. This is what I learned from it. Hopefully, you can learn something from it. But
yeah,
it's also hard because teaching something, you have to know all the ins and outs, because that new person's going to ask some stupid question and you're not going to know the answer. Well, and then it's going to be a mess. And then
I think that's the beautiful thing about teaching is that it makes you better at what you're teaching, right? Because there's going to be people with different perspective other than yours. They're going to bring up really good points that are going to be like, wow, I never thought about that question. Or, wow, that's a really dumb question, but I never thought about it or even popped my mind. So now it has you researching and learning even more. So I guess that's the point of life, is to be almost like a teacher, because you're always evolving, always learning. Because it's the more you teach, the more you learn, in a sense.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I want to just learn in 2023 is how to play the piano.
Okay.
Do that. I'm getting a desk. A couple other goals. I want to read 6 books this year. I have a rough idea of which books I want to read, but that could change in any moment. I just want to read. I was going to do 12 once a month, but that's hard to keep up with, especially when I'm going back to school. So, but yeah, improve, man. I don't know, area. I think my temperament I could really improve on. Not temperament, frustration is my biggest problem, hands down. Frustration. I get frustrated, not like too easily, but when I get frustrated, it's hard to come back. So I get so frustrated that I can't have a normal day after. It's like, dude, it just
you ruin the whole day.
The whole day, I just get frustrated. So that's probably the biggest thing I want to improve on. And then the podcast, of course, we are. I don't really have too many big goals for the podcast. It's going to be 1 video a week, whether it's clips or a podcast. Minimum 1 video. I would like to do 1 podcast a week, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to be going back to school. Me and Kevin got to link up together and all that stuff, all that good stuff. But
we got to keep doing what we've been doing with this, but that'll happen. It's just
I appreciate you guys having me on again.
Well, thank you for coming on, bro.
No, you asked us some questions. I like that, because we don't normally get questions reversed on us like that. So I appreciate it.
No, it is.
It's always good to have a homie be willing to hop on anytime.
Yeah, so. It's always good to get to know you guys and I guess sometimes it feels weird if I don't ask anything.
Yeah. It's
so.
but
no, it's a more natural conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's the goal, man. I mean, I'm not gonna learn through a fucking dude. I go to school and listen to PowerPoints. I'm not gonna learn through another PowerPoint that I'm just live in. Like, it's just let's just have a conversation, please.
Someone lecturing me. Thank God I get another lecture. Here's
let me go do
hour.
this in my free time.
Yeah,
Get the hell out of here. If you guys want to go on the show or be on the show, shoot us a DM on X. We have the guest intake form on our website and the calendar up a little bit here. So all that's coming together. It's still a work in progress as always. We'll always be looking for the better way to do it. But any tips and all that stuff, yeah, shoot me a DM. Carlos, man, thanks for coming on again. Everybody, y'all enjoy your holidays. It's next week. Enjoy your Christmas.
Be safe out there. Don't do dumb shit.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, as the safety briefs usually go.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we will, I guess, catch you on the next episode 61.